Ba-dum ba-da-dum boom ba ba boom ba-da ba-da-dum boom ba ba. Hello everybody. Today is a little bit of a special episode, as you can read in the title probably. I probably put it somewhere in the title. I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm doing quite yet. But it's my birthday. I'm a 23 today. I'm an old man. I'm turning old. It happens. But so for today, I had no idea. I wanted to do something special, but I couldn't really think of anything like super special. So I went with reading and answering some questions, and they range from just normal ass questions to like actual in-depth thought questions, and not thought like that. Don't stop thinking like that. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. So question one: what are you most likely very wrong about? See, this is already right off the bat. I think this is kind of a harder one for me, because I'm a very hard-headed person, and I like to be real with myself. And I think what I'm most likely wrong about is I don't know, maybe the trust I have in other people. I think that's what I'm most likely wrong about, because I've grown up in a smaller town. I've grown up with a lot of people, that just it's smaller town vibe. It's very chill. It's very, you know your neighbors. You know pretty much the whole town, so you know who to trust and who you can't trust. But if I were to ever move to a city, I feel like there'd be more. Not because of the city life necessarily, but just because there's a higher population and a more dense crowd of people. There would be more people who would turn their backs on me than I would expect, if that makes sense. But I just like to have faith in people, and I like to have. I like to think that people can be good. People will be good if they can be. But it's just, I don't know, it's maybe that's just a tragic flaw of myself. I see good in people that most people don't see. I don't know. Number 2, what chapters would you separate your autobiography in? First off, I wouldn't write an autobiography, because I would not have anything to talk about. I'm a very boring person. So I think that's, yeah. What are some things you've had to unlearn? Being angry, getting triggered by just minor things that don't matter. Like I've had to figure out that, just because something happens, it's not the end of the world. I used to kind of have that mentality, and that was not a good mentality. That's very toxic and not a fun life to live. I think, yeah, that's one of the main things. Other things I've had to unlearn. I'm not as cool. I don't know. I thought I was cool. I'm not cool. I don't know. Number 4. What could you give a 40-minute presentation on with absolutely no preparation? music or video games, honestly. I love music and video games, or doing YouTube. I think I could talk about doing YouTube for like forever. I actually bother my coworkers quite a bit about doing YouTube and like my processes, my steps, and I think they don't give a shit. But you know, whatever. What question would you most like to know the answer to? Uh, Is what I'm doing worth it? I guess that's not the right phrasing. It's worth it to me already because this is very good. And what I mean by it is YouTube. But, it's a very good place for me to express my thoughts, to just get stuff off my chest. It's a wonderful, wonderful time for me. I have an awesome time doing videos for you guys. And it really does. It means the world to me that I'm able to do this just because there's a platform for it. Like, I know I'm not making money and I know I'm not doing anything, but that doesn't really matter that much to me. Obviously, it matters a little because why would be the point of doing it day in and night if I'm not trying to strive for something, right? But like, honestly, I'm just here for you guys for the most part. I want to talk to you guys. I want to know what you guys are doing. That's my whole thing. Is I want to build a community that is good enough, not good enough, that I'm comfortable in, because I don't find a lot of communities like that. Recently, Twitch has been kind of my home for like comfortable communities. I mean, yeah, as you guys have known, I've shouted out a million of my Twitch friends already, but they're all my homies. I love being there inside their communities, and I love that they're slowly becoming a part of my community. That didn't answer this question at all. What question would you like to know the answer to? I don't know. I don't really have any questions that I severely want to know. Like, the meaning of life doesn't matter to me. I'm finding my own way through. When will I die? I don't give a shit. I've accepted death a long time ago. Oh, hell yeah. When is Elder Scrolls 6 going to be released? That's my question. Number 6. If you didn't have to sleep, what would you do with the extra time? Well, I don't sleep, and my extra time is put on YouTube. So that's already answered. Why did you decide to do what you're doing now in your life? Because it is one of the most wonderful goddamn things I've ever done. I never really had much drive, that's what I mean. I never really had much goals in my life to go. I just didn't know what to do with my life, and this is the closest thing to that I've had to actually really wanting something. So I'm out here just trying my damnedest to make it work. So we'll see how that goes. What's the best and worst piece of advice you've ever received? Best piece of advice I've ever received, and I still live up to it to this day, is just be you. Always follow what your heart says. It's just the way I've always lived. I'm not a very set and schedule person, as you guys can tell from my YouTube channel. I'm very much a just gung-ho, let's go, let's do something type of guy, and that's always been kind of a different trait compared to a lot of my friends. So I don't know. Worst piece of advice I've ever received? It's I don't know. A 9 to 5 is the only way of living. It's not true. Fuck that. That is, I don't know. That really just makes me sad that some people actually believe that. And I know that it's true for some people, and you know, some people are happy with it, but that's okay. You know, if you're happy with it, then that's great. But it kills me. It destroys me. I'm such a creative and like just free person, and being linked down to a job is not something I'm very good at. I mean, I'm very good at like working and actually holding a job, but I just don't. I'm just miserable and dreadful. Yeah, it's not fun. What's the most impactful no you've said recently? I don't know. Oh, I try not to be a yes man, but I'm very often a yes man. I do a lot more for people than I should. So the most impactful no I said recently, probably, I don't know. Really don't. What was the most stressful experience in your life? Oh, this is easy. Oh, this is an easy question. This is an easy one. Okay, so I was homeless, or at least what felt like being homeless, for like 2 months. I had a house over my head, but I didn't feel like I belonged there at all, and I had nothing to eat. And I was living off of ramen every other day, maybe, if I was lucky. And I was just sad and depressed and just in a very, very not fun place. And you know, it gets that way sometimes, but you really got to just pull yourself through. You know, I'm still not the happiest person in the world. I still have my moments, but maybe more often than I should, given my circumstances. But you know, it's a life's a roller coaster, man. That's just the best way I could put it. And you never know. You never know when that next tip's coming. So just keep holding on for the ride. All right, what do we got? We got more? Is there more? Yeah, there's more. Is there something that you've dreamt of doing for a long time? Why haven't you done it? Yes, I would love to do music. I would love to do all sorts of music. I would love to do metal music, play guitar, sing. I would love to rap. Rapping would be fun, I think. Honestly, I think it would be a good time. Again, just kind of my creative side flowing, and I you know, it's awesome. It's so much fun. Why haven't I done it? I just don't have the knowledge. And I know that's just a lazy excuse, and I just need to go out and find the knowledge to do it, and then do it. That's really all it is. But I just don't have the knowledge at the moment, and I'm really trying to find the time between work, YouTube, and everything else. You know, trying to keep social obligations going, visiting my grandparents, talking with my brother, you know, making sure that my whole family's in link. Meanwhile, I've got to, you know, look stuff up for music design and all that. So it's just time. I'll eventually it'll happen. There's also a lot of new series I want to start on the channel, but haven't quite got to them yet. But yeah. Number 2. What would you like? Oh, it says number 2. It's number 12. Shh. What would you like to change about your family? I mean, more so I wish I don't know. I wish I had better contact with my father. That's kind of both on both of us. We both don't really have the we don't have the drive to. We haven't attempted to contact each other, and it sucks, but I mean, it's life. Sometimes that happens, and you know, he knows. I'm sure. I hope he knows. I hope he does that. I will be here whenever he needs me. And I promise him I will. But you know, I don't know. I'm getting emotional thinking about this. Number 13. What was a place or event that transformed your idea, thinking, perspective, or made you come alive in a new way? What changed? Well, it's gonna throw me back into my field again. So early on in my life, probably junior high, I don't know. I kind of blocked out a lot of memories from back then. I need to just face them, but I'm not very good at that. You know, a person very close to me killed themselves, and I was shocked, and you know, I didn't know what to do with myself. I always blame myself. I blamed myself for like 3 years, and I was not in a good place. And then not too long after that, another one of my very close friends ended his own life, and while we were in high school, and that, I don't know, there was a point where I kind of got desensitized, and I just didn't really feel anything for a while, and that was a bad time. But I think it changed me to be more, because after I got through it, I'm a much more caring, open about my emotions type of person. Though I am also still kind of the guy who won't bug you if he thinks he's, you know, bugging you. But yeah, I think that's probably one of my biggest, because I just used to be an angry kid, just not happy with anything. I have a lot of happiness in my life now, and a lot of sadness, but that's okay. I mean, that's, again, a part of life. And also, how do you value happiness if you don't have sadness? So, I don't know. That was definitely one of the things. What one thing would you do if it would be impossible to fail? Explore the entire ocean and clean it. If that was possible, if I could make that possible, if that was impossible to fail, I would fucking do it in a heartbeat. For real. Like, that would be instantly what I want to do. Oh, that would be great. It's just because, like, I know, I guess it's kind of political, but I don't usually get very political on here, but our planet's kind of dying, and we need to fix some shit. And yeah. But anyways, what is something you love now that you never could have imagined you would like in the past? I'm really not that much different compared to what I was back then. Like, interest-wise, I still play video games. I still jam out to music like crazy. I've always been a metalhead. Grew up listening to like Pink Floyd and Zeppelin and all that. So, Metallica. I guess this is probably the thing, because like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I just never thought it would be a thing, you know? I never thought that being a Let's Player, being an entertainer for people all over the world for no reason. Like, you know, there's no reason behind it. There's just, you know, I never thought it would be a thing that could happen. But I guess that's a reality now, so. And anybody who watches my stuff, I really appreciate all the support you guys give. If you could invite anyone, living or dead, to dinner, who would it be and why? Both the friends that ended their life, so I could just have one last conversation with them that wasn't meaningless and, I don't know, not heartfelt. I don't think they would recognize me anymore, though, as I'm not nearly as angry, and I don't know, maybe they always saw me saw a good heart in me, but I don't know. You'll never know. It's the way it goes. If a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know? So, is this saying like I could know any of it, or I could know like one thing? I don't think I would want to know anything. I don't really see the point. Because if I know things, then my dumbass will try to change things. And then you got a whole paradox situation going on. And that's no good. I don't know. What are you addicted to? Music, gaming, soda. In that order. What's the milestone you're working towards right now in your personal and professional life? Right now my milestone is just, I guess, personal life. I'm just trying to make more friends that actually give a shit, you know? And I've been making quite a few of those, so it's it's great. It really is. I haven't had that in a long time. Professional life. So at work, like at my work, I ain't really trying to do anything. I feel like I'm stuck there, but you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. On here, my milestone that I want to work towards right now is getting to 1,000 subs, but that might be it might be a while, but that's okay. As long as I have some sort of motivation or consistent growth, and you know, I don't know, it's important to me that I keep growing, but it's more important to me that you guys just talk to me and through the comments, or I don't know. I've opened up a Discord, but I don't know how to really manage anything or add people or do any of that. So, but yeah, I'd like to get to 1,000 subs eventually. I'm hoping it's soon. rather than later, but there's no need to rush it. I'd rather it be from my, I'd rather people like it for me rather than, being for anybody else. Like someone like, Cole, I love Eruption Fang. He's such a fucking awesome dude. He's such a spectacular dude. And every time I have a conversation with him, every time we go record or anything, I just have an awesome time with him. He's such a good guy. But I don't want, and I know this sounds kind of ignorant, but I don't want to make him feel like I'm forcing him to help me grow. And I know he would help me to an extent because he's just a fucking good friend, but I don't want that. I'd rather grow it myself because then it's genuine and there's a connection and a bond between me and, all of my viewers. And that's really what I'm here for, is that connection. What is the most bizarre encounter you've had in your life? Oh, I could talk about the demon dogs. I guess that was kind of a bizarre encounter. So, I think these dogs just had some sort of disease. Is mange disease? Is that a thing? That I think that's what it was. I don't know. But I was outside talking with my dad. This was a while ago, obviously. So outside talking with my dad about, he was smoking and I was just hanging out. And we were sitting in front of the driveway, or right next to the driveway. And these dogs come strolling through from the alleyway. And their flesh and their fur was all ripped to shreds. And they growled at us. And they had the most demonic growl I've ever heard. And it was terrifying as a kid. I was like, what the fuck is going on with these dogs? But my dad picked up a rock and pegged one in between the eyes. And because he was starting to come closer to us, and my dad felt threatened, so they ran off. But I still remember it pretty vividly because it was just so creepy the way that they came at you. I don't know. It was strange. It was strange. Okay, so. Question 31. If you were to die this evening with no opportunity to communicate with anyone, what would you most regret not having told someone? Why haven't you told them yet? I don't know. Probably just everybody in my life that, everybody that sticks around in my life and everybody that has had a positive impact on me has really helped me out. I love you guys. I really do. And I love you to death. I have this weird thing where whenever I love someone, I just can't ever stop. And I get just destroyed whenever, whenever I get proven wrong on why. Sorry, my voice is starting to crack. Why haven't I told them yet? I tell them whenever I can. But I would still want to tell them more. What do you spend too much time doing? What don't you spend enough time doing? I spend too much time working. I don't spend enough time doing YouTube. Although, I guess that's technically working. I don't know. I don't take a lot of time to myself anymore, and I think that might be causing a lot of drain here lately. I don't know if you can tell, but I still feel kind of stuffy and sick. I don't know if that's still coming or if it was just a minor thing, but I think that might be a part of my burnout. I don't know. What do you spend too much time? Oh, oops. What makes you feel most alive? When I get to talk to someone who genuinely enjoys what I do, I don't know. It really hits home. It hits my heart because I do this for people who don't feel welcome in life. You know, they don't think anybody likes them. They don't. And I'm just here to play some video games with some friends. Y'all are all invited. Y'all are all invited to come play video games with me. Both literal and non-literal, you know. That's why I frame my channel the way I do. It's not meant to be some high production. Oh, these guys are like, this guy is like a superstar. He knows what he's doing. It's more like a, hey, this guy is a lot like me. I can relate to him. I can chill out and watch some videos. I can chill out and watch him play some games. I think that'd be cool. And I just want you guys to feel like you're just sitting right there, just talking, just chilling with me, watching me play video games. Because that's, I don't know, that's something I've always enjoyed doing when I'm with my friends. And I love that one-on-one time that comes with it. Maybe I'm the weirdo. I don't know. What is something you know you do differently than most people? Work. No, I don't think that's true. I don't think I work more than most people do. I think I just do different things than most people. But I don't know what I do differently exactly. I think we all have our ways of doing things, and we're all kind of tied in life the way that we do things. It's just we all have different things that we do. If that makes sense. That was a lot of just call me Scribe Taylor. I'll tell you the whole thing. No, I don't know. I don't know what I do differently. I don't think I do much differently. What advice would you offer yourself 5 years ago, 1 year ago? Hey, dumbass. This is to 1 year ago me. Hey, dumbass. Get off your lazy ass and do YouTube more. You'll be a lot happier that way. 5 years ago? Hey, I know that... Because I was 18. Holy shit. Alright. On my 18th birthday, I was a senior in high school. Was I a senior? Might have been a junior. I know I was older than a lot of people in high school. When I was a senior, that is. But either way, I mean, just cheer the fuck up. Quit being such an angry asshole. Love your friends better. Keep them closer to you than what you're doing now. I think that's a big reason of why they're all not nearly as close to me as I wanted them to be. But you know, that's, again, life. It's just something that happens. What small gesture from a stranger made a big impact on you? I guess this is going to sound really freaking weird. But there was a handyman in our neighborhood, and He was driving around his truck. I was outside on the stoop, and I was bawling my eyes out. Me and my brother had just had a big ass fight. And, we were both just absolutely angry towards each other. But when this guy came over and said, "Hey, what's wrong?" He came over to me, which was nowadays it'd be a little concerning. Back then it was a little bit more, But he came over to me. He said, "Hey, what's going on? Why are you crying?" And I explained to him that me and my brother had just been into a big fight, and I don't know what to do. I think he hates me, all this sort of stuff. And he said, "Your brother doesn't hate you. You guys are just brothers. Family fight. That's a part of being a family. But what you need to remember is that you can go in there and apologize and make up. And you can change that." I don't know exactly what he said. It's been a long fucking time ago. Of course, me and my brother are like best friends now. But that moment kind of always stuck with me. I don't know why. I guess it was kind of the turning point in me and my brother's relationship, and we ended up just being super close buds after that, whether he liked it or not. What are you looking forward to in the coming months? Family. I love being with my family. Being with my friends when they're available. Nothing better than that. I miss my friends who moved away so goddamn much, but I don't know. Because it seems like all my super close friends decided to leave, and then all my, friends who contact me maybe once in like every 3 months, they stuck around. So I don't know. I just kind of want to. I wish I could have just left with one of them, but hey, shit happens. Next one. Did you ever feel lost in your life path? How did you find your way again? Boy, I'm still lost. Yes, absolutely. I absolutely feel lost. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm trying what I'm doing. I'm trying to do what I'm doing, but I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Definitely not never really found my way back again yet. So let's hope. What do you regret not doing? What haven't you done? Why haven't you done it? What do you regret not doing? I do a lot of the things I want to do, and that's a big thing to me. If I want it, I'm gonna go do it, and that's always been a mentality I've had. But something I haven't regret not doing, I don't know. Just spending more time with family, I guess. I love my family. I really do. They're not and when I say family, I mean my close friends too. They're absolutely my family. They're the backbone of just me as a person. Whenever I'm super down and out, I can always go to them to really just pick me back up. Why haven't you done it yet? No. I will. Stop judging me. What would constitute a perfect day for you? A nice chill day, relaxing with some friends, maybe recording with friends, and then having an awesome uploading something really fun to me. Because like that drawing thing that I did for Halloween, that was super fun to me. And then hanging out with friends after that would be fantastic. I don't know. What's something you love about yourself? My kind heart. I love that. I love that I'm so kind, but I know it comes back to bite me in the ass sometimes, but I really do love it. And that's why I'm still that way. Otherwise, I would have changed myself a long time ago. When do you feel truly alive? Yikes. It's not... I don't think... Feeling alive isn't really a thing that I've felt. I don't think. Maybe every day is just me feeling alive because I've lived another day compared to a lot of the people around me who haven't, Maybe that, I don't know. I just never really had that feeling of like, hey, I'm alive today. I don't know. When people come to you for help, what do you usually want? What do they usually want help with? Depends on the person. Most of the time it's like emotional support or advice, and I'm 100% there. Like I said, I love my family, I love my friends. I love all my viewers. You guys are wonderful. Just, if you guys need something, I'm there. Just message me. Message me on Twitter. My DMs are always open. You don't even have to follow me. You can just message me. I don't need you. I don't care if you don't like my content or if you don't, agree with some of the things I say. If you need someone there, I'll be there for you. It's just the way I've always been. What do you consider as your biggest achievement in the last 5 years? Just actually having the drive to do what I do now. Just actually being able to make a video every night and record as often as I do. That's a humongous achievement to myself. And, that's just a personal preference. I don't know. Some people in my life would probably say just me getting a job. I don't know. What do you consider as your... Sorry, it's 5:30 right now in the morning. What is the most challenging part of your job? How do you handle it? Most challenging part of my job is just the stress and anxiety I feel when certain things don't go my way. Like, I'm talking about like my work. YouTube, most challenging part about my job is just, I don't know, finding the time to do it doesn't sound right, because I find the time and it's not a big deal to me. I don't care. Staying up and recording isn't that big of a deal. I lived with such bad insomnia for so long. I'm somewhat used to not sleeping, so that's kind of a normal thing for me. For YouTube, I guess it's just I don't know. The most challenging part of it, I guess, right now is just keeping my goddamn internet afloat. Because it doesn't like to stay on. I think that's it. What was a major turning point in your life? When I started YouTube. Simple as that. That's one thing that could happen today that would make it great. If you guys go around and share this video like crazy, and I get a ton of views on it, and I get a bunch of new subscribers. I'm just kidding. I mean, that would absolutely make my day. No, if you guys just reach out and say happy birthday to me today, that would be that'd be crazy awesome. Honestly, it'd make me get like how I am right now. I'm tearing up. If you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, would you change anything about the way you're living now? Why? Yeah, I'd probably just quit work and just do YouTube full time. No point in living in misery when I could just live my dream, and if I knew I was gonna die anyways, you know? Whatever. I wouldn't have money for anything, but that's fine. I'm gonna die anyways. What would you like to ask yourself? The first thing that pops into my head is just, are you okay? And when I ask myself that, I have a lot of mixed answers in my head. And most of them say no. But a lot of them say yeah. You're okay. You're doing fine. Cheer up. No point in getting beat up over anything like that. I don't know. I try to listen to the positive. Try to listen to the positive in my heart and in my head, that I'm doing things that I can, that are good for people and good for me, and I don't know. I just hope it's true. I just really hope it's true. But, yeah. I don't know. I guess that's the end of the episode. Thanks for watching me answer some what ended up being mostly deep questions. I didn't expect them to be that deep, but I went on a rant about most every single one. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you've watched this far, honestly, it really means the world to me that you even give a shit about what I have to say. But yeah, I love you guys, and I hope you guys have just as good of a day as I have. Even though it's my birthday, we all should we all should share in the celebration, right? We should all be joyous about it. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.